Welcome to another edition from the Bars to the Bricks Prison Ministries, Incorporated. I am Kev, your favorite felon. Today, we're going to talk about them gangster-ass cockroaches in Kansas penitentiaries and all the other unwanted, creepy, just buggy things that come with it, and rodents. Please hit that like, subscribe, comment. I want to hear from you. I know what's on your mind. What do you think of the video? What do you want to hear? Let's talk. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to get into today's episode. We are talking about Lansing Correctional Facility, now the old facility. I'll just back up and talk in general. Hutch, behind the walls, there's some bugs and stuff. You see some mice, but it's not bad. It's not barely horrible. Wasn't in Ellsworth long enough to really see a lot. Didn't see anything while I was there. El Dorado, I worked in the kitchen, and the mice were just so fat and just so comfortable they walked around. I mean, they literally walk across your foot, as you're standing there at the pot, and just gross. But didn't have much of a problem in the housing units with any of that stuff. 2015, go to Lansing. Behind the walls in the old Lansing. Oh my God. So disgusting. In population, they're bad. I mean, you see cockroaches all over. I'm in a 5-man cell, and they're everywhere. But they're just still not horrible. They're somewhat manageable. I mean, you don't see them constantly. You just wipe stuff down and go on. And, man, I went out to the medium, ended up going to the minimum, got rolled. Some dude made some stuff up on me, got me thrown in the hole under investigation, transferred out. But anyway, the hole in Lansing, C1, you turn the lights on in the cell, the cockroaches look at you, be like, hey man, we don't like light. Turn that off. If you don't turn it off, we're going to do something. They didn't care if it was night or day. The cockroaches running around, they just cruise around like nothing, and they were thick. And when it was night and the lights were off, they're everywhere. You made sure and put at least some toilet tissue or something in your ears when you sleep if you didn't have earplugs, because you didn't want to wake up with cockroaches in your ears, and because you wake up with them crawling on you and stuff as it is. And same thing, like they say they were mice, they weren't rats, but these were some huge ass rodents. And same thing, they run around during the day. They just run up and down the run, in and out of cell, getting food and out, back out. They just, it's crazy. Birds would come in, the windows be open. Birds would come, and you'd have bread or something sitting on your desk if you dared, if you thought it could be cockroach free for long enough. But a bird would come in and try to get that. I mean, it was insane, the rodents and stuff. For those of you who are wondering, does the facility have an obligation to keep it bug and rodent free? Yes, by federal law, they technically do. But it's not enforced. Nobody cares. They push it off to an old facility. Modifications needed. We have fumigation services and stuff. That should be all. We spray for them, but it don't. They don't try any of the other heavy methods to get rid of them. They're controllable, and but it was just horrific, terrible, nasty. And you got to think, Lansing, behind the walls, the original facility was built in 18 something. It was over 100 years old, and this thing just would crumbling. 2015 was when I was there, and just, and literally pieces crumbles off the ceiling and stuff like that. 3 stories above your head, and it kind of crazy. Blocks of ceiling coming down, and so it was in quite bad disrepair and just falling apart and everything. But God, the bugs, they were just horrible. And not like I'm not a messy person. I have clutter, as you can see behind me. But I'm not like nasty. I keep my area, my office room area, always decently picked up. I don't leave food and stuff around. I don't leave empty uh, sugared stuff around that they can hop into or get into or anything like that. So, but yeah, that is like literally. You just picture these cockroaches strapped up, chains, just yeah, you know. And I don't know why when you always think of cockroaches, we always want to give a Mexican accent, and I'm not sure why, but it seems kind of racist. I don't think the cockroaches are necessarily Mexican, but anyway, that was today's. That was kind of short and sweet. Um, Adam over on the Australian channel, I'll put a link to his in the comments in this. He was talking about the creepy crawlies in Australia and in the prisons there. And man, it really made me think. And then Harvey Talks Prison, another good channel. He was talking about just overall conditions in MSP and where he's at in Missouri. And it reminded me that like he was talking about like the mouse coming out of a toilet or something, and I would probably freak. I'll have to tell this story because if I don't, I'm sure my wonderful little brother is going to add a comment. So, I told you in El Dorado they weren't that bad in the cell house. However, I was the president of the JCs. We had a food stand and everything else. We had a bunch of food, a bunch of dry food storage as well. We always cooked popcorn every few months for the population for free. Just bag of popcorn, just hand it out. Usually like caramel or cinnamon, not just regular buttered popcorn. Anyway, we kept the popcorn and them supplies in this cabinet in the back hallway behind visitation. We also kept a bunch of other stuff in there. Well, we're back there one day and we're at work, and it's me and Eric and our boss, and John opens up this cabinet so I can get in there, and he opened up that cabinet and a damn mouse jumped right out onto me. I don't know how I screamed. Eric describes it something like a little girl, and jumping, probably fairly accurate. Something just jumps at you like that out of a cabinet. Makes you want to go wipe your backside and clean your britches. I surprised I didn't have a heart attack then. Man, once I realized what it was like, oh, the dang mouse. And then I felt really dumb because this little ass mouse had just jumped out and punked me. But anyway, I had to tell that funny story because, like I said, I know my little brother, just the awesome guy that he is, would have to bring up that story about the mouse. So, Eric, I beat you to it. It's another prison channel, guys. I'll put a link to his stuff too in this about section. Check out my little brother's channel, From Prison to the Streets. He's got a lot of prison content. He's also got some music content on there, that he's a musician as well as a creator and everything. A very talented musician. Has some really good music. Go check it out. You guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that alert button so you know when I'm uploading. I know lately I've been uploading 2-3 videos a day, but I'm trying to keep you guys fresh content. But man, hit them buttons, that way you'll know the content, So anyway, thanks for watching today. I appreciate your time. Love y'all. Have a wonderful day. It's not too bad here. It's pretty decent. So You guys, awesome. Bye.